Hey everybody, I just want to let you all know that have been following me on the She Praying Over My Mama series about how my mom was conned out of over $100,000 by members of her church, namely the evangelist, the deacon, and the Holy Construction Crew. They conned my 78-year-old mother thinking that she was going to get a home remodel. So I'm here in my mother's home to show you all what approximately $100,000 gets you. Now, let's start out by the entrance of the home. This is the foyer, and this is how they left it. You see here, they took off the trim and just left it like this. This is old wallpaper. This is probably from 1979, and they left the trim right up here. This is their paint job. They decided it was their best interest to leave the popcorn ceiling. This is the frame that they left exposed to the garage door. And again, they left the trim in place and just left it like this. This was supposed to be a coat closet. It had doors before they came, but this is how they left it. And as you see, my mom has a step level. Now, they were supposed to redo these steps going up. This is what the good deacon told me they were going to do. But of course, you can see that they did some, what I would call, half-ass job. They did a little bit of mudding here. You can see it's kind of sloppily done. They left this exposed. They left the paint and everything up the steps, halfway done on the railings. And let's go up and see some more. The entryway foyer. You see how they left that sloppily painted, half-painted area? You see little spots there? That's how the good deacon and the Holy Construction Crew get down with their painting. You can see holes that they left exposed from the nail gun. And you get to see the exposed radiator cover. From what other contractors told me, they installed this upside down, or backwards. So it shouldn't be exposed like that. Either they could have flipped it, or they could have gotten a register to actually fit this. Let me show you the kitchen. It gets better. I want to show you the exposed light that they just left there hanging. That my mom paid them for. These are the lights, pendant lights, that allegedly the evangelist's sister, Jackie, the interior decorator, picked out. Now, in the Wayfair invoice, there's supposed to be 4 of them. 2 were removed, but my mom paid for all 4 of them. There's only 2 in this house. So I don't know where the other 2 are at. But allegedly, the interior decorator, Jackie, picked out this tile. And it's my understanding that allegedly green is her favorite tile, her favorite color. I am not a fan of this, but this is how the Holy Construction Crew left it. As you can see, it's ungrouted. They did not even bother to do a good paint job. They didn't finish off with any type of crown molding. You can see the paint job that comes around here is left unfinished. More exposed electrical, lighting, they just left hanging. Just, very sloppily done work. They did not even bother too much to even fill in the nail holes. You see this big old gap? I want you all to see. This is the gap that they left in between the cabinet and the oven. My mom, before she passed away, apparently bought this to try and cover up the gap here. But you can see it's a prevalent gap. Now, I've gotten estimates from other contractors, and they're saying in order to fix this noticeable gap that is not on this side, they would have to remove the tile here in order to make it a good fit. And again, they left this exposed. They did not bother even grouting in the tile here. You can even see the pencil marks, because apparently they didn't do a good job of actually measuring. They just left it like that. Okay, now one of the things I wanted just to point out to detail is how they decided to put up these cabinets. Now, they were nice enough and kind enough to leave my mom with scratched and cracked cabinets that they knew, and they did not put handles on, because when I pointed this out to the good deacon, Walter, he told me that he was going to reorder these because you can see right here the big cracks. And so that's the reason why he said these didn't have the handles. And as you go back, you can see they left the shim wedged into the cabinet. So I also wanted to point that out to you all as well. This is how they left my mom's radiator. They were kind enough to mark save and then leave it exposed. Now, this is something that I've seen all throughout this house. They didn't bother to put baseboards in here. They didn't bother to finish it out. They left this exposed, damaging the radiator itself. This is how they decided to actually install the chandelier. Now, it's not supposed to be installed like this, and I can see from other videos that there are different ways that this is installed. But if you get around here, they damaged the radiator here while they were doing work. They didn't bother to protect it. And while they were mudding, I want you all to see, they sat up here and got joint compound in between the radiator cover here. So they damaged that. They managed to put a hole in the wall that they didn't bother to fix. They got no permits to do this. Why this was left like this, I don't know. They didn't install the proper lights. Sometimes the lights don't work. They should have did a three-way switch. They didn't. They did just a regular one. If you can see along here, they left this exposed. You see this big old gap between, and just how big it gets between the tile and this cheap laminate they laid. They left it like that with no filler in between. Now this bathroom, again, you can see the trim work is unfinished with respect to nail holes. They never did finish this bathroom that they got money for a while ago. This is a tile shower. Now, my mom only has 2 bathrooms. Now, if you see the honest work of the construction crew and the deacon at the church, he submitted a bill for $1,000 towards my mom's, the money that my mom gave him, for a shower insert. This is tile, not a shower insert. Let's go to the other bathroom. Now, you see how they left the lighting in her bathroom? This is how we find it, and this is how it is even today. This was supposed to be a vanity that they were installed. This is how they left it. Actually, to be fair, it was much dirty. I did try to sweep it up, but as you see, exposed electrical, no permits, no vanity, no sink, nothing, no flooring. Now, I want to talk about the flooring. Now, you probably can see this is spongy. I have had several contractors come out and they said they should have put a subfloor down before they put this floor down. They did not. You can see they didn't even try to level it. All they tried to do is put shims, the same shims that are down here right now. And as you see, there is no flooring through here. They were nice enough to leave the toilet plunger in the closet, which they didn't even bother to do absolutely anything to. Come into the bathroom because I want to show you what they did to my mom's bathroom. This is tile, as you see. It's ungrouted tile. They sat there and popcorned the ceiling. And I know my mother said she didn't want any popcorn. She wanted the popcorn removed. Because there's no light in here, which is why I had to bring this lamp in here. Because they didn't bother to install a light. Again, there was no permits, electrical permits that were pulled. No grout that was done. There is no backer board in here. And I want to show you. This is foam. They didn't bother to put any membrane in here or any cork board or anything that to go behind the tile. I want you to know that. I've also had several contractors come out and say that this was improperly done. So it's going to have to be thrown out.
Now, there is untreated lumber that they put in here. They did not bother to put a basin, as of what they're supposed to do, I understand, in here. They did not even bother putting down a subfloor. What they say, you can almost already see where the seams are coming up, and it's likely going to buckle from how the floor is uneven. And this bedroom was untouched. From the popcorn ceiling all the way around, they didn't even bother doing it. And they again got paid from the insurance company as well as from my mom's initial funds. And again, I want to show you the big gap that they left from the flooring. You can see again, because they installed no subfloor, they just very sloppily just left it like this. No transition. This is how they left it. So I wanted you all to see that. The bids that I got for even the bathroom was between $9,000 and $10,000 just to fix the bathroom alone. Let's go downstairs.